Bang.
The Burris FASTFIRE III. What is it? It's a little reflex. It's a little 3 MOA red dot. What do you get with it? You get a hood. You get the little scope. It's cool. It's cute. It's got a very reflective front, so don't expect to be covert with this because it will reflect everything and its mother back at your target. There's not much to really say about it. There are a couple things that I don't care for, like the fact that the glass does have a slight bit of magnification to it. I don't mind the blue tint, but it's there. If you're not looking for that, get an EOTech like I have, which I'm going to be reviewing next, which I absolutely love. But this thing is great. It's tiny. It's barely weighs anything. It's only a couple of ounces. It's got plenty of brightness even on the brightest days. It's got plenty of. It goes down real low, so this way if it's dark out, which I've done many tests on, it's fine. As far as durability goes, Burris offers their lifetime warranty, so I wouldn't expect this to really give you any problems. As far as its build quality, goes, it feels great. The only button that really you have is the on-off button, which has a very nice detent to it, and it hasn't failed me for the past couple of months. My brother's gonna be using this on his home defense gun, and you know what? I'm sure it's gonna be perfect.
Editing? What the fuck is that?
The 3 MOA red dot's a nice size. I don't find that it's too small. I don't find that it's too big. You can still make pretty precise hits on it. At 50 yards, I was whaling steel plates with this all day long. So I think it's a good size for it. I'm sure for a home defense role on a pistol like my brother's going to be using it on, it's going to be fine. But the only thing that really sucks is how the glass deforms the image. And it's ever so slight, but it's still there. And it's just something. It's a pet peeve of mine. I just can't help it. Another thing is the glass is pretty small, so you better make sure that you have a perfect cheek weld if you're putting this on a rifle to be able to see it. If you're using it with a pistol, you better make sure that you get this thing nice and straight, because if not, you're going to end up losing that red dot from time to time, especially in its lower settings. It works on a Steyr AUG as far as the height goes, so that's good news, I suppose. I did have this on a Ruger American rimfire. That was fine too, because my rail was really high up. And that's about it. So, brightness, what do you have? You have 4 button clicks. The first click is automatic mode. So, what that means is you click it on. If it's dark in the room, it'll dim the red dot. If it's really bright out, it'll bring it up to its maximum power, as you can now see. Next is its highest, brightest setting, then medium, then lowest, then off, which I'm perfectly fine with this setup, because automatic should do everything you need it to do. If not, you click it onto its brightest, and it's a real simple, easy button to push. So even if you push it with the palm of your finger, you can still access it really easily, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I do not know if it has an auto off setting. I read through the manual. It only says that it'll start blinking every 5 seconds when it's going to die, so that's fine. Just carry a couple extra batteries on you, no worries. Other than that, I can recommend it. I think it's going to be perfectly fine. Other options out there? Yeah, there are. They're cheaper. They are more expensive. This comes in at Amazon as of currently, right today, $224. It's a lot of money, but if you're going to be using it in a role where you need something that's going to be reliable, I have no doubt that this optic will perform as you need it. That is the review of the Burris FASTFIRE III. I like it. Would I buy it? If I had a pistol, I probably would. Even though it has some shortcomings, I'm sure optics in the lesser price range are going to have even more shortcomings. I don't know if you're going to spend $500 on one of these, if it's going to get significantly better to justify the cost. If you're looking for a slightly bigger window, I really like my EOTech. It's an L3. I'm going to be doing a review on that shortly. It just depends on what you're putting it on. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I do have a Patreon. It's going to be linked below. I'm going to be starting to get more involved in that and in introducing different tiers. And I'm also going to be hopefully introducing a yard sale of some sort. So this way, as I get gear that I have to spend money on when I go to sell it, because I can't afford to keep everything that I get, it'll be offered there first. And access to my private email, so this way if you have any in-depth questions that you'd like answered, or any suggestions, or anything for that matter, you can contact me that way via email as opposed to, well, comments. Well, thank you very much for watching. Again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Come on, crack the eggs. It cracks the eggs in the bin or else it gets the hose again.
Fucking, they almost put egg over my GoPro.
Who's there?
You got me!